Hi, I'm Dani Gasparini, and welcome to this segment of Penn Voice. I am joined today by Susan Russell, who is the board president for the Sequoia Adult School Scholars, and also a recipient, Lorenza Villanueva, who is one of the recipients for Sequoia Adult School Scholars. So welcome to the both of you.
Thank you so much.
I was so excited to learn about Sequoia Adult School Scholars from your executive director, Elizabeth Wheel, and so I'm so proud to bring you both to Penn TV and Penn Voice today to learn more about what you do. So Susan, just for a real quick briefing for our viewers, tell us a little bit about Sequoia Adult School Scholars.
Well, Sequoia Adult School Scholars, which we call SASS, provides financial assistance and other support to graduates of adult schools to enable them to continue with their education at a community college.
So is this unique, or is this something that is unique to Sequoia Adult School that we have here in San Mateo County, or is it kind of all adult schools have a program like SASS?
We believe that we are the only nonprofit organization that provides support for adult students. There are lots of organizations that help traditionally aged high school students go on to college, but not the adults.
And your support is very interesting and unique. It's things that we probably don't always think about. I think when we think about scholars and scholarships, we think about tuition support, but tell us a little bit about what you do to support the adult school student.
Well, because they're all low income, these students receive a waiver of tuition from Kenyatta, but there are lots of other needs that they have. So we pay for their books, we provide a parking permit if they need one, or bus pass. We provide tutors, we help them fill out scholarship applications, and because of several very generous donors, we've been able to provide laptops to a number of our students.
And we're going to get into how the community can support through donations and in-kind giving and that. But Lorenza, let me ask you then. So we just sort of heard about how SASS supports students. Tell us your story.
Okay, I started at Sequoia Adult School in January 2015, and I started in the level 1, English as a second language. So I heard about SASS, so I applied for that scholarship, and SASS is wonderful. They helped me a lot paying by my books. I don't drive, so I use the bus pass. And actually, last November 2015, I got a laptop. So, you know, we feel that we don't have worries about that, because this is the money I don't have.
Right.
I didn't have. So now I don't worry, because I am paying only $48 per semester at Kenyatta, because I got everything. I got my books, my bus pass.
What were you hoping to study? What are you wanting to get out of this English as a second language program and all of the kind of courses that go along with it?
It's depending that you for example, I am taking 12 units this semester, because my goal is finishing my ESL. I would like to get an AA in business and administration.
Okay.
So now I got my education, student education plan, and now I know which classes I need.
So you hope to have a small business someday of your own?
Yeah, actually I would like to be a manager and a big store,
Wonderful.
Which I work. So this is my goal now.
So, you know, it's something that we don't even think about, bus passes.
Right.
And, you know, sometimes we think about help with getting books, but things like bus passes and the laptops, I think we all assume that everybody has access to computers these days. But so beyond the support, how do you make this a successful program? Do you need volunteers, donors? We talked about that a little bit.
Well, of course, we always need donors. All organizations like ours need donors. But we also, like volunteers, volunteers are very helpful for tutoring. We'd love for people who are interested in mentoring students. We're hoping to get more into that. Who are interested in helping with programming for computer programs that we're developing to keep track of everyone.
And how do you ensure that folks like Lorenza know about the program?
Well, that's an excellent question, because it shows the coordination that SASS has with the Sequoia Adult School and Kenyatta College. at Sequoia Adult School, there's a transition advisor, and as the students there at the school are finishing their ESL classes, she talks to them about going on to Kenyatta and applying for a SASS scholarship.
Okay. So, and hopefully after people view this segment, you'll just be flooded with potential recipients for your SASS scholars and scholarships.
But we would like to tell people at this point, we are just working with Sequoia Adult School. We are thinking now about different ways to broaden our services, and we'll probably expand to other adult schools. But at this point, it's just graduates of Sequoia Adult School, which is on Middlefield Road in Menlo Park.
So then you had mentioned, Lorenza, that you were interested in someday being a business manager with a company or even perhaps your own business. But how has this changed your life? I know you have children, and so is that something that you want to continue on in your family and ensure that generations to follow have this level of college education and interest?
Yes, actually my life has been changed since I started college, because I am sharpening my English, and so I used
very
to.
good, by the way.
Thank you. I used to be a cashier at the store I work, but now I've been promoted to customer service because actually I got. They offered me a bit to be a supervisor, but unfortunately I declined the offer because now I am focused in my studies. I am focused to finish my ESL. This is my first goal, and I do all that for me, but of course for my daughter. She's 17 years old, and actually I am proud of her, and she's going to university. She's going to San Francisco State in the fall. So
you have to keep up.
Yeah. So
she can't be smarter than you.
Right. So she, I feel that giving that example, she will do everything that she can, because it haven't been easy for me. I've been struggle with diabetes for 11 years old. 11 years.
Yes.
So it's not easy. At the end of the day, I feel so tired, but I keep my promise to SASS that all the time I am working really hard, taking 3 classes and working full time. It's not easy, but oh my God, I feel 20 years old when I am at the school.
Well, I'll tell you, your confidence and your energy just rings right out loud. And I would imagine that the SASS Scholar Program has really done that for you. And I really resonate with you saying that you want to do it for this. I mean, you want to give back, right?
Yes.
You were given this gift and you want to give back to ensure that you are successful. So then that begs to the question, how do you measure success? Is it graduation? Is it now Lorenza fulfills her dreams of being a business manager?
Right. Well, because we have such a wide variety of students, we measure success in a variety of ways.
Okay.
It can be getting an AA degree, going on to a 4-year school. It can be getting a certificate to go into a particular profession. It can be simply being able now suddenly to talk to your children's teachers or doctors. It can be just serving as a role model for other members of your family and your neighbors. And our students are succeeding in all of those ways.
And we just have a minute left, so I want to ask you one last question. Who are your students? Are they folks that are just coming out of high school, or are they folks that have immigrated to this country? Who are your students?
They're mostly all immigrants. Most of them are between their mid-20s and their mid-40s.
Okay.
They're almost all English language learners. And for most of them, they really never had an idea that they could go to college.
Well, I want to thank you so much, Susan and Lorenza. We are out of time, but this has been a wonderful program. Thanks, and I want to have you come back when you've graduated and tell us your story, okay?
I will be here.
All right, thanks to all of you for joining us on Penn Voice. We'll see you next time.